Hello and welcome to the 643 News at 9. I'm your host, Stephen A. Streeper. And I'm Stephen B. Streeper. Our top story tonight. Big Apple's, a local pornography shop, recently closed its doors after the owner suffered a stroke on the premises and died. Says the local patron, if only a doctor had been around when Henry had that stroke. But apparently, an apple risque keeps the doctor away. All too true, Stephen. In local news, Kyle Benadreas, an area mechanics assistant, attempted to be the first man in the state to fully consume an entire bowl of stone soup, a home-cooked mixture of gravel, crushed pavement tiles, and space rock. When asked how it was, Kyle replied that it was good, but could have been a little meatier. And now it's time for a Hollywood Instant with our celebrity correspondent, Stephen C. Streeper. Stephen?
It's Oscar night, and you know what that means.
Thanks, Stephen, for that great report. And now we head to the markets with Stephen D. Streeper. How are we doing, Stephen?
Well, we're actually kind of on a pins and needles at the moment. Stock prices are just barely hanging by a thread, and the slightest thing can set them sliding. Huh? Oh no! Oh no! I'm ruined!
Thank you, Stephen, for that bit of confidence. That's Stephen. I know, Stephen. And now let's head to the wide world of sports with our sports commentator, Stephen E. Streeper. Stephen?
Thank you, Stephen. Now for my analysis. In sports today, there seems to be a huge fascination with circular inflatable objects collectively labeled balls. These so-called balls seem to come in various shapes and sizes, but nevertheless retain their moniker regardless of sport. For example, this spherical object is one of those alleged balls, but its full name is derived from what is done with it. The sport that this ball comes from also involves a netted hoop called a basket. Hence, this sphere is called a basketball. Other similar patterns have arisen from other sports, with prefixes including foot, base, dodge, and dragon. That's my analysis of sports. Back to you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. Finally, let's see what the weather will be like this weekend. For that, we turn to none other than Stephen F. Streeper. Stephen?
Thanks, Stephen. This weekend is going to be hot, hot, hot. Don't expect any wind to cool you off. I mean, it'll be stormy with plenty of wind. I mean that it'll be sunny. Oh, come on!
Thank you, Stephen. And thank you for joining us. Be sure to follow us via Facebook, Twitter, Off a Cliff, and Into a Rock Crusher. That's it for the 643 News at 9. Please join us in 3 minutes for the 647 News at 9. Good evening.